Some people here are body and soul trying to learn how to walk in spirit. Some of us here are spirit and soul trying to understand the flesh. And then if you look at it, once we learn, the people here, they learn this and they learn how to connect here, and the people that are body and soul learn to connect here, we get 777, one body. Flesh, spirit, 11, El, Evan. El is Hebrew for God, and Evan means to align with God. Your chakras, line them. Get your house in order and clean your house. Clean your chakras, get them in order. The stars will line up for the crown. This is just stuff I went through on my thing, Father said. Don't even notice I'm lying. Denial. Man, are you sinking in sand? Because that's living in man. We trust in Father, grace, salvation, which we stand in agape. The rock, we always have to hit rock bottom for a reason. To get closer to Father, He takes all distractions away from you because He loves you. He wants you to succeed. He wants you to prosper. Each thing is 5. 5, 5, 5. Faith, light, agape. I was taught plur. Peace, love, unity, respect, responsibility. For this grace gospel was forced down my throat, like how Jehovah Witness, grace, grace, grace. I didn't like the word grace. So Father taught me grace, P-L-U-R-R. Grace, the 5 smooth stones that David grabbed out, and the first stone had Goliath's name already written on it. From who? Father, God. And where did that first stone do? It raced to the center of Goliath's head. In the center, the third eye. The third eye. It's pretty wild, but anyways, yeah. So the whole object is to be one with ourselves. If we are one with ourselves, we are one with everything. The trees, the dirt, your brothers, your sisters, your enemies. That is Father. When I look upon people, I see Father. Alright, and then here we go. The Egyptians had this. They had a feather and a heart. And every time I saw this, I was always wondering. I asked Father, and He says it's balance. Because, see, He was in the center. And then the heart, the flesh, was one man. Wasn't it a robber on one side and another thief? Both thieves on the side of Christ. One asked for forgiveness. The other one left in its pride. The object of life is to balance. How do you balance? You balance with agape. First you have to learn to agape yourself and understand who you are and what you're doing. And once you start understanding who you are bridged to the Father. For we are Christ. We cross the bridge. What's really funny is Joshua means Lord of Salvation. The salvation is the bridge. My last name is Berry, B-E-R-R-Y. Again, 5, meaning a bushel or tree that's fruitful. This is how Father showed me what He wanted me to do. This is my calling. We need to line everything up. Because why? Because the lamb, we start as a lamb. Alright, we start like this, and then when we get our lives upright, we become the lamp. And then once we get the oil for the lamp, it brings the fire of Judah, the lion, 777. You can look at it like the body, the soul, and the spirit. These are the understandings Father has showed me. These are from Derek. If you guys know Global Witness. I got this understanding, but a whole different view. But it's still the same truth, just a different approach and angle. Like his fish, I believe, when I was hearing him talk about it, it's the spirit and the flesh joining to be one. And once we join as one, the kingdom rise. Why does the kingdom rise? Because, hold on, I'm gonna pause real quick. Okay, the reason why is this represents the pyramid we live in. We serve everything on top. But as we go through the journey to know Father, our pyramid was like this. Then we understand truly, pyramid is like this. Father serves everybody. The Peter. We are all Peter. We have denied Christ. And what did he say? Peter, go, will you feed my sheep? Yes, Father. Peter, will you feed the sheep? He said like 3 times, be gentle. You know, feed them gently. But yeah, so pretty much this is this, and we're going into this consciousness where I believe the kingdom will rise. But this is, I'm still trying to understand this. And this is a speaker. Until we learn how to balance the flesh, we need to savor our will right here and live by Father's teachings. Do not let any man teach you. Let the Spirit teach you. All the answers are within you. And then once you get this all done, you go here. And you got this one cord to Father. And He feeds you. He feeds you and you speak rivers of life. Speak life. Speak fruitful. So we need to take the ego, edging God out, and the selfishness and the pride, and replace them and give these. I gave my heart, my soul, my life, to show my appreciation for what you done, Father. Alright. When I got into this, fear was forget everything and run. That was my life, a constant run. A constant run. Until I gave my life over to Father, I realize fear now is facing everything and rising, for the Father is 100% here. He always has. He loved us before we loved Him. Hope. It says hope. Hold on, pain ends. Tell a vision. Tell you a vision. Are they telling you this vision? That kind of fear? Are they feeding you fear? I don't have it on here, but entertainment. It enters you and tames you. Is fear taming you? Is fear taming you? Because in 1 John chapter 4, I believe it's verse 18, it says, a heart that feareth or torments is not made of perfect love. Fear or torment. Are you going through fears and torment? That's all I mean. Alright, but these are just my understandings, alright? So it tells you a vision and it enters you. It should say entertainment here, and it enters you and tames your mind in fear. Or if we focus on Father, which I do in plural, reminds me of agape. Right here. Agape, walk by faith. The road is narrow. 33 traits, good and evil, the brain. the tree of life, the tree of good and evil. And the serpent hung from it. Christ hung in his flesh on the cross. So, yeah, so we got to balance our life. We have to be one with ourselves. The reptilian side of you, I call it the demon side of you, and the angel inside you. I always thought when I came on this world, I was an angel born in blood. Now it makes sense. But I don't know. That's pretty much a fast course of my understanding. It's kind of funny when you say lamb, lamp, lion, you turn those all upside down, you get 7. Agape is the heart. We live. This is where we at. But in Luke, it says the conscience of Christ is behind our eyes, which would make sense, for in Revelations chapter 9 it says they could not harm the ones who had the mark. So if you imagine like your eyeballs here and your brain, in the center of your brain there's this orb that when it goes right there. That's why it says see fire within his eyes. That man has the heart of a lion. Boom. So these are understandings. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, okay, we'll go back to this real quick and then we'll get it off. Alright, spiritual. Spirit to dwell. Christian. Christ in. Where's Christ in? Well, the spirit to dwell is Christ in you. Isn't that a phenomenon? The spirit to dwell is Christ in you. It's pretty cool. But yeah, these are the chakras. The good, the flesh, the spirit in balance and harmony. Like when the stars lined up September 23rd, 2017. A lot of people had their significant meanings and everything of it. But for me, it was a much deeper meaning. We were born in the flesh through our mother's womb. When I saw them stars lined up and saw Jupiter come out, I knew the awakening for the spirit has been woken. For that represented the spirit being born into our world, or into like people having these spiritual awakenings. All this crap happened after that. Then you had Jose and Maria coming before the stars lined up, and when the stars lined up and Jupiter came out of the womb, there was, what was it, Portugal or Puerto Rico that had a dam breaking, representing the water breaking. And then we had this volcano, the ring of fire. If you know about pregnancy and have children of your own, you know women talk about the ring of fire. And what comes out first of the ring of fire? The crown. So is the ring of fire Revelations chapter 9 talking about the king in the pit? I don't know. These are things of my understanding and my questions between me and Father, but I am normal like anyone else. Whatever you want to classify normal. But yeah, man lives in denial. Don't even notice I am lying. Are you walking on water? Are you sinking in sand? Your truth, your foundation, it's like a sandwich. Alright? Life's like a sandwich, okay? Alright? You got one piece of bread here. That's Father. Alright? The other bread's here. Like the books. It talks about the books. Alright, the books. He pulled out the books. But in between the two pieces of bread is your life. Is your life. What kind of stuff are you putting in your sandwich? Meaning, is your life tasty and, oh man, this was an awesome sandwich to eat? Or are you eating a sandwich like, man, this stuff tastes like, let's be honest, shit. I don't like the way this tastes. No matter how hard I try, we'll make that the burger, you know, life, the meat. We have to sacrifice the meat, the flesh suit, in order to inherit the heavens. So yeah, so what's in your sandwich? Does your sandwich taste good? Do you look in the mirror and smile and know that everything's okay? We do have bad days, but everything gets better. This day will pass, tomorrow will worry for itself. But what's in your sandwich? What are you putting in your sandwich? That's the question. Is your soul right? Is your soul right? The soul, the emotion, I call it the bridge. The soul is the bridge for the spirit and man, flesh. To be one sandwich. I hope this was a very powerful message. I probably went fast because I don't do this, and my voice sounds really wickedly deep, like I sound like my dad, and it's really crazy. So yeah, that is, I've been getting nothing but 5s, 7s, and 11s. 4s too, and 2s. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of synchronicity. But if you look at this real quick before it goes to 20 minutes, and I'll stop. If the people, if we can teach these people, the humans who know just the human stuff and doesn't know the spirit yet, and we are the spirit and soul, but we don't understand mankind. If we, the spirit and soul, come over here to the body and soul and talk to these people and try to understand their world, that's why we came here, and we help them try to understand our world, the heaven where Father is, we will create a balance on earth between flesh and spirit. Would that be the kingdom? For we are the prodigal son. We left our country, Father's heaven, and went to a foreign land, and we are in the pigs and swine. I am literally understanding Job, the prodigal son, and many others. But my name is Josh. I love you all, and I hope this was powerful. I don't know why I had to make this, but suddenly the impulse just came within me. So keep smiling, keep praying forward. We already won. Just remember that. We already won. Father wants to see all his children prosper. Even Lucifer. Because Lucifer is the light bearer. And we also bear the light in our reptilian flesh. The prison suit. Right here. The symbol I saw in the sky, in the dirt, in my dreams, when I close my eyes. I don't know what completely it means, but Father is teaching me something with that symbol.